Nice of you to drop in.
Hello people, I am the Comic Book Gamer, and today I'm going to be talking about just how powerful is Doomsday, because I see a lot of times whenever there's a debate like, oh, who would win between Superman and this character, it's always, well, this character would win because Doomsday beats Superman, Doomsday isn't that powerful, and I don't take offense to the whole, well, this character could beat Superman, it's that they think Doomsday is a weakling. Doomsday is one of the most powerful characters in all of comics that is not an entity. He is just a beast, he is Doomsday, he's got the name Doomsday. That means like wherever he goes, it's bad stuff happens. He is the end-all villain. He's one of my favorite villains of all time, and he's so cool. So the main book I'm going to be talking about today is Hunter Prey, because I think that really like shows his power off. I'll be talking about other Doomsday books as well, but yeah, so for instance, he's taking out Martian Manhunter in a matter of seconds in what was it, Joker's Last Laugh tie-in for Superman. He took him down in a matter of seconds like he's nothing. That's Martian Manhunter, one of the most powerful characters in the Justice League. Took him down like he was nothing. During the Doomsday Wars, where Doomsday is being controlled by Brainiac, he took down Flash and Wonder Woman like they were nothing. And in the end, Superman was able not to defeat him. He was able to, well, sort of defeat him. What he did was he removed Brainiac from control of Doomsday, and then he realized, oh crap, I can't beat Doomsday on his own either. So he took Doomsday and put him in a teleportation device to where he would teleport from one teleportation device to another for eternity, because he couldn't beat him, so he had to trap him. Yeah, that's how he had to beat Doomsday during that. When Doomsday was being controlled by Brainiac, he was like unstoppable, because the brains of Brainiac with the brawn of Doomsday is insane. And then, of course, you know, he did that little thing called killing Superman. He's the only one to ever kill Superman. That's kind of a big deal. People see it as, no, Doomsday's kind of a weakling, you know. Well, he killed Superman, and a lot of people like to say how overpowered Superman is. Doomsday killed Superman, although later on we saw stuff like, oh, Superman was in a state that mirrored death. No, I'm just gonna say he was dead, even though, you know, like what's saying in the comics is, oh, he was in this trance-like state that mirrored death and stuff, but whatever. He died. Doomsday did it. That's kind of a big deal. Now, in the Hunter Prey storyline, Doomsday goes to Apocalypse and beats the living crap out of Darkseid and drags his body across Apocalypse. Yes, and he does all that after being hit by the full force of the Omega beams, of the Omega effect. Darkseid says, well, I've never seen a creature that could withstand the full, you know, like, unsurpassed power of the Omega beams, of the Omega effect, and so he shoots Doomsday with it. And Doomsday just comes out of the rubble. It's like, okay, that tickled a bit, and then just goes and beats the living crap out of Darkseid. Now, I was talking on Reddit with someone using that exact point about Doomsday beating up Darkseid, and someone said later on in the comic that Darkseid claimed that that was a clone of his. Now, I have not read that comic, and the person that said it on Reddit never even told me the issue that it happened in, so I don't even know if that's true or not, and even if it is, it just sounds like bad writing or Darkseid trying to cover his butt because he got beat in his hometown, yeah, and like, you know, on his home planet, his planet that he controls, he got the crap beaten out of him, and then his body was dragged across the planet like a trophy. He was helpless to stop Doomsday, and that's Darkseid. Darkseid, who's one of the most powerful beings in the galaxy, and Doomsday treated him like a little toy. He just beat the crap out of him, took his body and dragged it across Apocalypse, and he was going to die, but then Mother Box was able to heal him. If it weren't for Mother Box healing him, Darkseid would have died at the hands of Doomsday. That's how powerful he is. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to say today. Like, just Doomsday is such a cool character. I see people all the time just disregarding his power, which makes no sense to me, because killing Superman is a big deal, and then he didn't just do that. He's taken on Wonder Woman, Flash, Darkseid, and tons of other characters, Martian Manhunter, like just tons of characters like they're nothing. Even a clone of Doomsday, Wonder Woman had to use a gauntlet that made her power 10 times her own to beat Doomsday. And Doomsday, even like what happened was, it was a Doomsday clone she was going against. She could not beat him. Like her and Champion, who's this other superhero, were fighting him, and she was getting beaten up. And same with Champion, like they were just both getting beaten up by Doomsday. And then Doomsday got to the where like his bones were growing so much that he just froze completely. And she took this gauntlet, I don't remember what it's called, like the bracelet of some Greek god or whatever, and it made her powers 10 times what they already are. And so she went and turned Doomsday to dust, but it turned out it was a Doomsday clone, not actually Doomsday. And they said it in the same issue, like Superman looks over there, because Superman came over like after the fight was done. He went over there and he looked like with his vision. It was like, that's not actual tissue, that was just a clone of Doomsday. Who would clone Doomsday? But anyways, it turned out it was a clone of Doomsday, and it took her taking a gauntlet that made her powers 10 times her own to beat a clone of Doomsday. Just a clone! That's ridiculous. Doomsday is an awesome character, one of the most powerful non-entity characters in all of comics, and he's just a really amazing character that I love, and I'm sick of seeing people that are just like, well, you know, Doomsday is just a weak guy. He killed Superman. He's taken out tons of members of the Justice League. He dragged Darkseid's body across his own planet after beating the crap out of him on his own planet. And oh yeah, at the end of Hunter Prey, the only way Superman was able to beat him was he took a time travel device and took Doomsday to the end of time and left him there, and then time traveled back. So yeah, for Doomsday to be defeated, he had to take him to the end of time. Every time Superman has had to defeat Doomsday, it's been through extreme means. The first time he had to beat him till he died. During Doomsday Wars, he had to put him in the teleporter. He couldn't even like actually beat him. He had to put him in the teleporter to make him constantly teleport. At the end of Hunter Prey, what he had to do was take him to the end of time and leave him there. Yeah, that's, you know, and those are just a few examples. That's how he had to beat Doomsday. But yeah, I just love Doomsday. I wanted to share with you guys some of the stuff that makes me love Doomsday so much. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like.